Hi, Gwen Barron with Luminous Marketing here with Rachel Cunningham, Director of Content Marketing at Bop Design. Hi, Rachel. Thanks
Hello.
for being with us today.
Thanks for having me.
We are at Social Media Marketing World 2018, learning a bunch of really wonderful information from all of these thought leaders in our space. And I wanted to take this time and this opportunity really to interview Rachel and pick her brain for what she thinks is the most valuable takeaway so far. So first, Rachel, why don't you tell us a little bit about what you do at Bop Design?
Sure. I'm our content marketing director, and I get to work with all of our clients on their content strategies and the execution of those strategies with the end goal of essentially just bringing in more traffic that's the right kind of traffic and turning them into leads.
That's fantastic.
Yes.
And full disclosure, Bop Design has actually been a client of mine before, and Rachel and I have also worked together for many years on different projects, so
Yes.
we're well acquainted with each other's work. So social media marketing world, if you're not familiar with it, viewers, it's 3 days of interactive conferences or sessions rather, where you get to learn all kinds of things from how to be successful on Pinterest and how to launch a podcast to how to blog and how to split test. So today is day 2. What do you think has been the most valuable takeaway for you?
Well, for me, the thing that I found most valuable so far has been in a Facebook advertising session that I was in. He was talking about, his name was Nick, I would totally butcher his last name. I think it's Kushmich. That's probably not right. Anyways,
We'll figure it out.
So he was talking about, how to make better ads that convert better and basically bring more value. And one of the main things that he was talking about was that people are looking for that I know how you feel moment, like as far as a business that understands how they feel, understands their needs, understands what they're really looking for. So basically kind of putting marketers in the place where not trying to push products so much as trying to make a connection, trying to really connect with somebody and tell them, I understand what you want, and I'm giving you what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think that's been a theme in a lot of the workshops that we've been in, is really focusing on the pain point of your target audience and trying to solve their problem in a way that they might not have thought of, or in a way that also isn't just overly salesy. It's not your traditional sales pitch. You're always be closing sales pitch strategy. So.
Right, yeah, and that's definitely resonated with me, because that's a good way to put it. I always try to put it for our clients, when we're creating content, what's the value for the end user? And it has to be a value. It can't just be a discussion of your products or services.
Yeah, and you mentioned something to me earlier that maybe you can touch on about differentiating. That's a good way to differentiate your ads.
Oh yeah, so and then the other thing that they were talking about was everything in the news feed, especially on Facebook, can tend to look fairly similar. Saying everything has these really beautiful photos that are all colorful. Even doing something simple like using a grayscale photo makes your ads stand out a little bit more.
Yeah.
Maybe makes people stop as they're scrolling through and check it out.
Yeah.
So something to differentiate what you're doing compared to what everybody else is doing.
Stand out from the crowd.
Yep.
Yeah, and I think that as marketers, that's what we kind of effort to do, but sometimes you get caught up in, what everyone else is doing, what the trendy thing of the moment is, and sometimes it starts ending up to be a little bit monotonous for the user. So that's really wonderful. For me, my most exciting session today was actually the Facebook chatbots, and I am really excited. I've got some great ideas for clients that I could easily create some really simple, easy chatbots that will help them answer questions. One of my clients is a brewery, and so I'm thinking of, putting together a chatbot that will talk about their freshest beers on tap, be able to give people updates when a new beer goes on tap, or if they're about to run out of like a specialty beer that they have. That would be a really easy way to alert their whole Facebook audience, which right now is their biggest channel. So
that sounds like a great use of that.
Yeah, and I'm really excited to test out that tool. So overall, so far, a lot of really, really great information. I started making a list of action items for everybody already.
Good. I mean, that's what this whole thing is for, is to have some takeaways that you can actually start applying right away.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. So I know I have a ton. And so last question, for the sake of old times, Rachel, what's your favorite dinosaur?
My favorite dinosaur? Ooh, I would have to go with like a Stegosaurus, just because they
good
look
choice.
so intimidating.
Yeah.
But they're really not.
Yeah. I actually know a song about a Stegosaurus.
You do?
I do.
That's fantastic.
Yeah. So I'll sing it for you off camera, though.
Okay.
Yeah. Or no, I'm not going to keep you in suspense. It goes, "My name is Stegosaurus. I'm a funny-looking dinosaur. On my plate, I messed it up.
Oh.
On my back, I have very many plates, and on my tail, there's more." So
That's
you're
perfect.
welcome for that.
Wonderful.
Thanks. We used to work at a company where we would embarrass new hires by asking them what their favorite dinosaur was in front of the whole company. So, well, thanks for tuning in to this somewhat quirky video episode, and we hope that some of this information was valuable to you if you're thinking about implementing something new and trying to stand out from the crowd and try something different. I think we both had Facebook tips, so if you're thinking about what to do in the wake of this Facebook apocalypse, as it's being called, those are a couple of things that you can try out to try to be more successful. So thank you again for consenting to this torture. And and if you have any questions, you can tweet at Illuminous Marketing, which is at Illuminous MKTG, or if you want to get in touch with Rachel over at Bop Design, how can they do that?
If you're on Twitter, it's at Bop Design SD.
Perfect. All right, thanks. Have a good day.
Bye.